Hey guys, welcome back. Got some announcements. We're 1 month in now. It's been 1 month since I made my first video, and we just hit 1,000 views. 1,000 views in 1 month, and it's all thanks to you guys. That is why I love to call this channel United. Now, on to today's topic. Does weed cause psychosis? As you asked 15-year-old me, after I tried this for the first of the 3 times that I tried this and was hallucinating for a while, yes. If you ask many Redditors and many people testifying to this out and about that I've seen, yes. If you take into consideration this drug is kind of designed to do this because it is, a psychoactive and intoxicating substance, yes. On the statistics around chronic psychoses and schizophrenia, I believe so, but there's a little bit more of a debate there. And let me explain why. There's a difference between acute intoxication psychosis and chronic psychosis. However, you may have heard the long echoed rumor that cannabis use carries around a 6-fold increased risk in psychosis. I have seen several studies done around cannabis use in psychosis, and many of those do seem to show that, especially when certain types of cannabis use are pointed out, like daily high potency use and cannabis use disorder. I've also seen that around 37% of first episode psychosis patients use cannabis, compared to around 4% of the global population and 20% of the US population. Not to mention, about half of all cannabis users today are using the drug daily, so they're going to be intoxicated acutely quite a bit. So this evidence is compelling, but it is important to note potential limitations. Number one being that demographically, psychosis patients fit the bill with people who use cannabis more often in our health statistics. For example, psychosis patients are often younger, they are often male, and they are disproportionately African American. And that, if you look across the board in health statistics, is a trait that we tend to see in cannabis users in all conditions, not just schizophrenia and psychosis related conditions. It's also worth noting that alcohol and tobacco are strongly associated with psychosis. For example, around 80% of first episode psychosis patients are tobacco users, compared to about 25% of the global population and 11% of the US population. And also, people will try to excuse it as being laced. It's anything but the weed that they say is designed to get you high, which, cause psychosis. They'll say it's laced, they say it's the pesticides, they'll say it's laced with LSD or something, which could be a possibility in some cases. But I do still believe that the cannabis itself, due to its psychoactive abilities, contributes to psychosis strongly. I believe that it could maybe cause psychosis along with alcohol or tobacco, or maybe just cause psychosis in and of itself. And the fact is that marijuana users who show up in higher numbers in our statistics tend to use other substances more. So many people have testified to having experienced this. I personally testify to having experienced this, and there is strong evidence, considering the drug's effects, that it does indeed cause psychosis in a lot of people. And that is some dangerous stuff. We don't want people to have psychosis, because if you do, it is absolutely debilitating. And we don't want that. We want people to be able to live their best, happiest, and most non-confused lives. That's why this is so important. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.